Live, and now we are. So, hi, my name is Lola Singer. Welcome to the second Google Hangout, Sonic Adventures with Lola and Lily, Light Language from around the globe. And we do have some people from around the globe today. We have, so far, Amron, you're in the UK, right?
Denmark. Denmark.
Oh,
In
I thought you were in the
Denmark,
Scandinavia.
yeah, was
UK.
it?
Oh, you're
Scandinavia.
Denmark. That's even more exotic. Okay.
Yeah,
Lily,
it is.
my co-host Lily is in New Zealand, and we have my friend Golden Sun Wolf here, who is in Seattle with me. And we are thanking you for tuning in. For certain people, as you come online, we'll be watching for you and we'll add you. You can take part in the chat if you're in the participant panel here, but you can also chat live with us on YouTube at Sonic Adventures. Is that correct, Lola? I'm sorry, is that correct, Lily? That's going to be on the Sonic Adventures page?
I think it's on your page actually at the moment. So
Okay,
I
so it'll
sent
be
out
on Lola Singer. Okay. And looks like we have some people chatting here. Oh, okay. Hi. So Tumatu had to leave. He joined us really early, and it turns out he can speak in light language as well, and he gave us a blessing before we went on air, so that was very nice. Okay, and it looks like we have... Okay, so you can watch on YouTube or you can watch here, and we're just going to kind of dive in and talk about language of light and how we use it. And Lily and I both agree it's kind of one of those days where we're feeling kind of tired and low energy. How about the rest of you? Are you guys feeling okay, or are you kind of low energy at all?
Yeah, I totally want to sleep.
Yeah, I know in Seattle here, that's where Golden Sun is, it's a really drab day. Hi, Grace joined us. Hi, Grace. So she can tell us that too. It's a very drab day right now, and it's hard to get woken up as a result. And I imagine, well, how's it in Denmark right now? How's the weather?
Well, it's kind of cloudy today because we had a week of sunshine,
So
very hot days, and now it's all raining and yeah. But
yeah,
we like it. We like it. We are used to love it. So
my background is totally Scandinavian, so I understand.
yeah.
My dad's right off the boat from Norway, so we know
Yeah.
what the weather's like over there. Okay, so our thought was to do a song about energizing ourselves, because one thing we were talking about beforehand is that when people speak or sing in light language, we feel it in the body, the people who are doing it. So it's not just the people who hear it who get the benefits of it, it's those of us who actually do it and seeing it, because you'll feel it in the body too. So we proposed doing a song together. We never know how we're going to sound together, but so far it sounded pretty good when we've teamed up. And we're just going to focus on the intention of raising our energy. Does that sound good to you guys?
Perfect.
Okay, and if anybody wants to join in, they're welcome to. I think we lost Grace at some point, but but if anybody doesn't want to be heard, you can put yourself on mute. But we're just going to dive in and start singing, okay, Lily? I'm going to put the camera on you too, so people see you. Okay, all right, a song to energize us on kind of a dreary day.
Hold on.
Hayana Sotura Miyana Maria. Hayana Hayono Mira.
この稲木やなだいねな、ほんの稲かないねきやな、つやないやのyeね。つやないやのほんのいないねやな、ついねやな。
Iyana Mahaya Hayana Hayana Mahaya
Como no ine.
Iyana Hayana Mahaya
Tomo ina kienata.
Yona Maha Hey Yona Mahaya Hayana Hayana Mahayana.
Nice.
I actually feel better. How about you
Felt
guys?
good too, yeah.
Yeah, that raised my energy. I hope it worked for others as well.
And
It
we've
did.
just been
I felt
joined
like
by,
that.
oh, sorry, go on.
No, just go on.
No, that's okay. You can make your comment, Omran.
Yeah, it was just I felt like not. I felt like you two did it very well together. So that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. Yeah, we
Thank
seem
you.
to click well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like Lindsay joined us as well. Hi, Lindsay. So we actually are predominantly Seattleites here in this particular session. So hi, everyone. Thanks for coming.
That's where it's at.
Okay, so some of the people on the panel then are very, very familiar with light language. So this is a little different than the first sonic adventure we had, where people were finding out about it for the first time. And do you want to tell this story? Oh, I guess I should click on some other people's faces, like me every once in a while. Do you want to tell the story about Tiriana? She's not here today, but I bet it would she be okay if we talked about her experience last
I'm
time?
not sure, but she, I guess I'll share a bit of it, and then it's up to her, I guess, if she wants to add her comments. But she felt really, Tiliana is my friend of mine in New Zealand, but she wasn't able to contribute because her microphone and her camera wasn't working. If you're watching now, get it sorted. Just kidding. She phoned me up afterwards, and she really appreciated what we were offering, and that people were out there doing their stuff, because she didn't realize that she was actually coming up with light language. And when she was doing her healing, she does healings. It was almost like wanting to burst out and come through, but she kind of stopped herself. Because perhaps the person wasn't ready for it, or we had all these thoughts that would stop us. And so by us talking about it and inviting people to say that it's okay, and that it's not weird, and that it is light language, a language of light, another way of expressing energies, it really helped her to see that there was another possibility of expressing these energies that wanted to come through. So yeah, that was really nice to hear that from her and to have that feedback. So Lola and I kind of feel like, okay, we've felt really guided to do this, and to make the weird not so weird, and make it more accessible, and that language of light has been around for a while, and just to make it more playful and not so serious, perhaps, and demystify all of that. So yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what we wanted to say is we feel like we succeeded at that, and that was our goal. Yeah. And Amran was there for the first one. Would you like to make any comments about anything that you might have learned or liked about the last Sonic Adventure? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Sorry, my mic was off.
Oh, I was wondering if you had any comments about, because you're the
Yes,
only other
yes.
person who was here for the previous
Yeah, I heard
hangout.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing I noticed was very cool was that the combination of both of you that sung in light languages, that was very new for me, and that it was very fascinating. And others who came in and join, it was like everyone combined their skills in a harmonic way. So it was very beautiful for me to notice. But I wasn't ready for the first time there, so I just listened to you guys to enjoy this new experience. It was beautiful. It is beautiful.
Well, I'm very glad you came. Okay. All right. So, one thing that we were talking about beforehand is that light language comes in different forms. So, Lily and I sing and speak, but Lily has another form of light language that she does, which is writing and script. So she can actually show you her vision of written light language. I'll put you big on the screen, Lily, so you can give them an
Okay.
example, and
So
maybe
just
you can talk about how that started for you.
actually start off. I went traveling in 2013 and kept a little book of doodles, and I didn't realize it was light language. So I'll just show you what
Whoa.
the first picture. Can everyone see that?
Yeah, we can see it very clearly.
Okay, cool.
Looks like
So
A Mayan step.
that bit there, I guess someone went, "Oh, that's light language." Went, "Is it?"
Mm-hmm.
And so that was my first expression of it. And then I started, I guess someone suggested, what's it called? Automatic handwriting, thinking, English would come out, but this came out.
Whoa.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like, what is that? And so I just, and that's the key thing we were talking about this before about allowance, just to not think about it or question it too much and just go, okay, I'm just going to go with the flow. And so it's developed, and so different dialect, a bit like the languages we were speaking, different dialects or scripts have come up. So that was quite squiggly. I've got one that's a bit more like that, where it's down. I think that's the tree spirits talking.
Oh, okay, go ahead. You can make a comment, Golden Sun. What did you want? What did you want to say? Go ahead.
That is Dryad language right there.
What language?
Dryad.
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 Dryad, okay,
Ah, yeah.
interesting. So, whatever we're bringing through can trigger things off in other people. And I've had different reactions from crying. I thought, oh my goodness, that's quite extreme, to people feeling like things are being switched on because we're kind of almost ticking the cells. For me, it's like a remembrance. We're beginning to remember another way of expressing languages. So I'll just show you one more before, because it's just a different type. I might have to pull out a bit. I'll just come in closer. That's just the languages. There's different scripts on the outside. And so it just comes through. So I've heard and seen lots of different other scripts as well, and I don't know if anyone on the panel has experienced the writing of it. So as Lola said, there's the vocalization of it, and we've noticed the writing, but also the hand signals and what you
Yes.
call, I don't know if you want to talk about it, Lola, the midriff.
I will, because that's that's so prominent for me. I'm starting to do the squiggling, so I was really glad to see your early page because I think I'm doing the really squiggly light language writing. Sounds like
Like that.
Amran does something similar. So
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Well, yes, I started also a couple of months ago, and I do it with geometry. I combine with geometry, and sometimes I draw also beings, and these beings I draw them as the light languages. So you can see it on my profile pic if I show you right
Oh,
now.
yes.
Oh, that's your work?
Yeah.
Let me
So
put that up
amazing.
big. I love it. That's something like Grace does too. Grace does really
yeah.
geometric forms like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Grace, if you want to speak at any point, you're welcome to. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. I love what I saw there, Amran. Yes, so
Thank
I
you.
think that's the most exciting thing about light language. It's not all spoken word. It's not all sound and frequency that we hear, because there's sound and frequency to color, and there's sound and frequency to shape, and especially a shape like you have there, Amran, where it is going to be a swastika, because there's a movement to that.
Yes.
Yeah, that is great. Okay. All right. I'm pretty excited about seeing your guys' work.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
aspire to be at that point someday. So my forte is not the writing, although I'm starting to get into it. My forte is the mudras and the hand signals. And I love the way Golden Sun described it to me one day. He called them hand dances. They
Uh-huh.
are hand dances.
Nice.
Yeah. So sometimes when I get home and I meditate, every day I go home and meditate, and most of the time light language comes out. And what's great about light language, like we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, you can feel it in your body. So it really is a way to heal yourself and feel the energy where it may be. But there are some days I go home and I don't do anything but this. I'm quiet and I am just shifting energy. And so the mudras are a very important part of the light language as well. It's how we move the energy. Every person I've seen on YouTube who shows themselves doing light language at least does this while they're singing. Have you noticed that?
Mm.
They at least do this. They have their hand up. They're making kind of like a circle noise, a circle motion. I almost never see anybody who sings in light language just with their hands in their laps. Have you?
No, because it almost feels quite restricted, and the body is an extension of the expression of that energy. So I notice I do, like you said, it's kind of like, it feels like sign language to me, and I can, like, without verbalizing it, be doing this kind of movement.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
almost like creating shapes. And sometimes I kind of, in my mind's eye, see a geometric shape I'm creating. With the sound classes where I'm stood up and everyone else, I invite people to kind of bring their sounds forward. I encourage people to actually move. So there's the dance element involved. So it's kind of like this, instead of, I guess that's how, when you extend, an extension of your sound is your whole being. So you're kind of, rather than, it kind of like stops the sound, so the body is, for me, the extension of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the body's the channel. Grace was mentioning this would be...
Other people on the panel.
Oh, Grace is mentioning in the chat room that it's translations.
Okay.
And Golden said movement of flow of source. So, yes, I agree. So, I can just do some hand movements. It's just what I do naturally. I know some people have seen me, like if I'm sitting still for like an hour with them, usually my hands start moving like this. And most people on the panel who know me are used to it. But I look a little wacky out in the public. And I don't even know I'm doing it. Even just one hand, I do like you were doing just now. I'll be circling, and so it is. And you know what? It feels really good. It's just like the singing. It just feels so good to push this energy. So I guess what I want to really emphasize for this particular sonic adventure is that go ahead. If you feel like you want to express, do it. It's going to feel good. It really is. Don't be afraid of your voice. That's what we talked about last week. Just have fun. Make a baby noise if you need to. Whatever. Yeah, have fun. And the same thing with your hands. If you feel drawn to do that, great. If you feel drawn to pick up that pen and start writing things that you go, wow, this looks like I'm a 3-year-old. Doesn't matter. Just do it, okay? Because this is how we can improve. I like what Grace said in the chat room. She says, not all beings have voice. So hand movements are translations for them to read and express it outward.
I agree with Grace, because I feel like I don't always sing when I do the powwow drum, but when I get on the powwow drum, there's this energy, and there's this channel of energy that comes rushing through me, and it's something about the drum and the drum beat that just begins to, like, everybody begins to resonate. There's something beautiful about it,
Nice.
So there can also be that doing the light language through the drum, it voice itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Grace said to dance in sound. That's nice. Yeah, I know that some people are on mute on the chat. If they want to participate, they're welcome to. Does anybody have a comment about their experiences with light language, or when they've seen Golden Sun do a sound healing, or me doing light language? Anybody in Seattle want to make a comment? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'll say something. This is
Okay.
Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi. So yeah, when you do light language, I feel really awesome. Like the energy around me shifts and clears. And you're probably the first person that I really knew that did light language. I mean, I knew people would sing and do different things, but for me, it's a whole new experience that I completely appreciate. But I was just saying that I feel so clear after you do it. Like I feel like the energy is shifted and just aligned back to center. And usually I would have to do meditation or yoga or something else that would get me to that point. So just being able to hear it and have that response internally and externally is really beautiful. So thank you for sharing your gifts today. I really appreciate it.
Well, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate it too. And Lindsay's very sensitive to energy. She is a psychic medium, so she's really tuned in. So to hear that is very, very nice and gratifying. And we have someone else joining us, so welcome to the group here. I'm Lily. And, I'm sorry, I'm Lola, and Lily is in New Zealand. I'm in Seattle. Yes, you're Lily. And we've been talking about how light language comes in different forms. It's singing, it is talking, but it's also writing, script, drawing, dancing, movement. So we were talking about, how people make movements like I do, the mudras when I sing, and how it shifts the energy. So, yeah.
We've just been joined by Gordon here as well. Hi, Gordon. Thanks for joining us. I think what Lindsay was saying is, just going back to what Lindsay was saying about being centered, and it's that finding our own resonance. We all have our own resonance, which is our natural vibratory state. And I mean, I'm still exploring the journey of sound and vibration and all these beautiful things, and that when we offer our sound, our song, or our resonance to other people, like what can that do? What contribution can that be to each other? So if someone's kind of feeling a bit wonky, as I call it, hearing other people's vibration, or being even just sitting in their energy field, can have that shift and can change things. I don't know if you experience that, even with you're in the presence of Lola. Hey, Tatiana. It can really, just having 20 minutes just sat with someone can really change the way you feel. So when someone's offering their sounds and tones, it's just kind of, for me, just really lifts me up and gets me back to my resonance. I don't know if you feel that's the way it is for you, Lola.
Yes, absolutely. We were talking about how when I sing, I feel the benefits too. So it's not that it's just I'm tapping into somebody else's energy and giving them a healing. I'm getting healing and cleansed at the same time. So it's really a wonderful process. It works for the practitioner and the person who's hearing it. So Grace added something else in the chat room. She said light language is song, voice, is living sound, which is powerful and active at all levels. And then she added written, drawing, and gestures are using the current energies in the language of light. So I guess I'll go, what we're talking about today is there's so many different ways to express yourself using light language, and I think most people don't know it exists at all, but when they do, they think it's going to be spoken word, but it goes even beyond that, like we just talked about. So Tiriani, I don't think you heard that. We were talking about how it comes across. Hi, I can see you. I'll put you on the screen. Hi. Last time she tuned in, she couldn't get her camera to work, so here she is. Hi. We've got another Kiwi. We got another Kiwi. Okay. Yes, and so actually, Amran, is it okay if I click on your work again?
Yeah, it's okay.
That's a form of light language right there. His geometric shapes that he's doing, that creates an energy and like we're talking about a movement, like a swastika makes a movement. Those mandalas do that, and that's his form of light language. And then, Lily, do you want to show Tiriana? I don't think Gordon got to see this yet either. Your work that you do with drawing.
So that's I think that was the tree nature spirits talking to me. So that's doodle there, and it's been very different. I'll show you a different one actually.
it's amazing that what you are writing, it has much in common with what I'm writing. So some of the symbols, I'm writing the same symbols, and it proves that it's not actually something that we make up. It's really
No.
real. That's we are channeling, and we are not. Yeah, and I have seen it with others who have drawn this languages, different languages, and they are the same symbols. I mean,
Hmm.
if it's a Syrian language, then it's the same as I am writing the Syrian language, and they are writing the same Syrian language down. So it's amazing. I think it's yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, so it sounds like a
Yeah,
lot of people tap into the ancient memories, you know,
yeah.
of different existences like you have here in your art. So I'm sorry, Lily, you're about to say something. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, yeah, that is fascinating just to see similar squiggles, which I thought they were at first, and go, oh, they're very similar. Like you said, the symbols, the symbology is coming through, and then you can feel the energy. We're just talking about this, about words and energy, and well, words and intention, and what is it all we're now remembering and tapping into and bringing back through, but also what contribution do these things now have? Because it's all good and well bringing this stuff through, and it's like, well, what do we do with all of this, if anything at all? Is it just us allowing ourselves to bring it through, and then it's just kind of like offering another invitation for another way of being and creating in this reality that perhaps will give us more joy and ease, help us sing our song. What question was actually the question I was going to ask people is that when people are bringing their light language through, have there been different dialects or different energies that have come through?
Who wants to comment on that first?
I do.
Okay.
I
Oh,
I
I'm sorry, who's this?
I'm sorry. I'm Grace.
Oh, hi, it's Grace. Hi, Grace.
When I sing, depending on the intention, determines the language that comes out.
Hmm.
It could be something that is very staccato, or it could be flowing, or it could be of a higher range, it could be a lower range. I think the sounds, we talk about language as being owned by this or that, but I think language is more about breaking up the sounds into package bits like code, and you're using that based on what your intent is or what's needed, and it just works well with the form and the place and the situation. But if you want to give things a name, then yes, I think I have sung in at least 4 or 5 other languages.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, Kathleen.
I have to say my favorite one, the one that Grace explained to you, Lola, is a native.
That Grace does as a native?
You and Grace do the native singing together.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm. When Golden Sun has a powwow drum, a Native American powwow drum, and when he gets that out, I don't sound so that we're talking about dialects. I usually sound kind of Spanish. Like I always think I like a Spanish Lothario because I roll the R's. My light language is usually a cartico roto perno contoso se passa se corro mantera nanta carto coto valaza cantoso se para. So it usually comes out like the Latin Lothario.
Arthurian like.
But when that powwow drum is there, I go totally Native American. That's happened twice now, hasn't it? With the
Yep.
powwow drum. One
Yep.
time when Grace joined us, and then the other time last week, Golden Sun and I go to the same Reiki circle, and for the first time, the person who organized it decided she wanted to do a sound healing. So he brought the powwow drum, I brought rattles and things to make noise with, and we all had so much fun. But the minute that powwow drum came out, I was a Native American singing. I was not the Lothario one bit.
Yep.
It's the intention. It really is the intention. And Grace is absolutely right. And it makes a difference too, as far as the intention for healing. Like if somebody wants something for grounding, I sound really low because it makes sense. You're grounding the energy, you're bringing it down. You know, if somebody wants something that's going to way more uplifting, I sing high. Golden Sun was at, I think you were at one of the healings we did at one of the Reiki circles where somebody wanted to get in touch with her feminine, her divine feminine.
Uh-huh.
And I started singing, and oh my gosh, it got louder and louder and stronger and stronger. And I was like an opera singer singing to the cheap seats. I couldn't believe how much noise was coming out of me and how much energy, because I think the woman was really gathering a lot of strength through the music. And I was just reflecting what was happening to her. And I don't think I've ever sung that loud. It sounded like a march. It was just very forceful, very strong. But, you know, then there's other times like when my mom's caregiver was very, very worried about my mom and very nervous. And I said, let me just sing you a song, and I recorded it so she could listen to it, and it just calmed her down. It was soft, it was quiet, and she says she still listens to it from time to time when she needs to kind of get soft and quiet. So Grace is absolutely right. It really depends on the intention. You never know what will come out. You never know. I'm getting the sense Tiriana wants to contribute to this conversation. Just by the look, is that the case?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. Is there anything you want to comment on? Hi.
I wasn't sure whether the microphone was on, so yay, a miracle for that.
We hear you and we see you.
Oh, cool. Lola, it's interesting you're talking about the Native American that comes through and you feel like it's really you, like you are Native American. Because at the moment what's happening for me is I'm Irish, and I'm not Irish at all. But this Irish guide is just so strong and comes in when the people that I'm around, you know, obviously the healing that they need is from an Irish descent or energy or form, and I love it. Absolutely. So it's really cool that I'm not the only crazy Irish Native American.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're tapping into like a primal memory of being a Celtic priestess or something like that. So it's probably something you're drawing upon that you understand and know already, but you just don't know it up here.
Okay.
Yeah, you've probably had that kind of energy healing background in the past.
And I wonder what else you can tap into to acknowledge, and that's what I offer in the. Thanks for bringing it up, Tiliana. In the sounding classes I do, it's like I offer that. I'm sure you all, I don't know if you have that belief of we're all infinite beings, and so it's like if we have all this choice of who we are and who we can be at any one time, like who would you choose to be? So if it is the Irish Celtic priest or the shamanic healer, or the angelic being, or the star being, or the rock, or the earth, like what does that look and be and sound like? And so I just encourage people to kind of tap into all the possibilities and to bring that through as sound, signing, energies, and it's just acknowledging that. So the more you acknowledge all those aspects of yourself, like what's possible with all of this when you acknowledge that potency within yourself, and where can we go with this? I wonder if we can have a play, actually, Lola. All these people online.
Okay, yeah. Grace just made a comment. There is one voice of which we all reach into and connect and then express. It's about right. So, okay. Yeah, I'd be open to playing. As a matter of fact, Golden Sun wondered if he could use his powwow drum and we sing with it. How do you guys feel about that? Yeah. Okay. If you want to stay on mute, I'm still going to encourage you to sing if you want to. Everybody's encouraged to play here. If they don't want to be heard on the broadcast, you just put your mute button on. But everybody else who wants to sing with Golden Sun, you've got your loving powwow drum right in front of you, I presume.
Right beside me, actually.
Okay. So How do you guys feel like this? We're just going to do a light language. Whatever comes out from is fine. We were talking earlier about the drawings. You know, like, oh, if everybody's making the same symbol, it must be true. Well, with the light language, you know, if you hear yourself saying the same thing over and over and over again, then it must be true. It's not just gibberish. It's light language coming through. There's some kind of message there. So, do we want to set intention?
Lola,
Yeah. Oh, let me click on you.
do we want the feminine side or the masculine side of the drum?
I think we're all kind of tired. The masculine side might be better.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it.
We're going to go for some more energy. It's cold in
spring?
it's fall in the New Zealand. It's gray in Seattle, and it sounds like it's a little dreary in Denmark too. Am I getting that all right?
Yeah, it's spring. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Gordon, where are you at? Do you mind telling us? I think you're on mute.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm here in Linwood too.
You're in Linwood?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Oh,
staying in
you're
Lindsay
the
right now.
you were at okay, I know who you are. You were at the meetup this week on Thursday.
Yes, I was.
Ah, I know who you are now. Okay, cool. Okay, so you know it's dreary there. Well, we're all in agreement. We're all feeling a little tired as a result of the weather, so we're going to do a song that's more energizing. Is that okay with you guys?
I'm excited to hear it.
Okay, all right. So while you just let me know when you're ready, Golden Sun.
All right.
Anybody want to make a comment beforehand?
Nope.
Have fun.
Okay, and it looks like Sarah joined us as well. Welcome, Sarah. And you're welcome to sing with us if you want to. You can stay on mute if you want to sing, you know, with the microphone off. Fine. If you just want to listen, we're just gonna have a light language party, I guess. Okay, everybody can see the drum. So let's just keep focusing on you playing the drum, and we'll join in. Okay.
All right.
All right. You start it out, and this is for energizing. Hayana, 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 yameho. Hayana, 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 hayana.
Tuyana yati.
Hayana, 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 hayana. Hayana, 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 hayana. Hayana, 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 hayana,
Ela ikana hiapa tasoe e te atawa loea na hai e aki e eto wahia samanata oia siki
hayana, 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 hayana,
hayano
Hayana, 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 hayana,
I know I see.
hayana, 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 no, hayana, hayo, hayana, 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 hayo, hayo, no, hayana, hayo. Hayana, 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 hayana. Hayana, 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 Nyane hayana haya. Hayana, 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 hayo, hayana, 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 hayana. Hayana,
Iguana.
Wow, I got chills down my back. How about you guys?
Amazing, amazing. Wow.
Whew.
I feel all lighted.
Good. That's good, because what time is it there? 2 a.m.?
It is 1 a.m.
So we woke you up just in time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Whew.
Go to bed
That
all
felt
lighted.
good. Thank you, Golden Sun. Thank you so
That
much.
was
That was a
amazing.
great idea.
I love to play the power drum because it's about. So when you play the power drum, it's about allowing the spirit to flow through. So you're basically playing it. It's an empty whoop, but you're allowing it to play and to expand and to you just resonate. And there's this beauty about it. Is there's this beautiful dance. You're drawing in the energy of Mother Earth, and also drawing in the energy from you know from above as below. So it's like this beautiful dance in between, and like it just like with the power drum, it just disperses and expands, and it's just amazing. That was amazing. I have to say that was woo,
When you
amazing, amazing.
when you bring the drum in, it's like it feels so exotic. You know without a doubt that it's from spiritual. It's from somewhere else. I see all these spirits dancing, all these aliens. They are not aliens, but aliens dancing in in circles. It feels so much not earthly. When you bring the drum in and when you sing the light language, the galactic language with the drum.
Mm.
Awesome.
Golden
Okay.
Sun.
Yes,
In this lifetime, are you Native American, Indian?
I'm actually a Mayan, so that's my background. That's my energy, and I know that that this body, I'm a walking soul, so I know that the previous spirit was Native American a lot, and so I have this body has a lot of Native American background and a lot of Native American energy. So I'm very connected to Mother Earth, for sure. So, but also the stars. So I'm very cosmic and very Earth, very balanced. So.
Yeah, looks like we've got some people joining us on Facebook too. So hi, I know you can't actually communicate with us the way the people on the panel can, but thank you for being here. And I hope some of you got to see that we just did a light language song, group song involving the powwow drum that Golden Sun just treated us with, and it was really fun. So I'd like to get Lily's opinion about how she felt because she's a light language practitioner. How was that for you?
Yeah, that was amazing. I always love, especially when you come together and everyone's offering their sound and their resonance. It just really lifts me up so much more, and I'm sure the other people as well. And that's the thing I kind of tell people in the classes I come to, that we all don't have to be singing the same song for it to be potent, for it to work, because you all have a knowing, and just allowing that knowing to come through. And the drum beat was kind of like our driver, and it just tapped into something we remembered and we just know we wanted to bring through. So yeah, I love that. I love what we're doing, and that everyone joined in. Thank you so much. Even though, maybe not verbally, everyone's contributing their energy just by being present. And that's the key thing for me, is that everyone is present in what they're doing, and they're here, and they're choosing to be here. You're all choosing to be here on Earth, doing your thing, all being your vibe.
Oh, good. And it looks like we have some more people joining us too, so welcome. Anybody else can make any comment about what we just experienced with the group sing-along? Anybody else have a comment?
I liked that the energy lifted for all of us. Oh, sorry.
I thought was who was speaking? I thought it was you, Tiriana.
Yeah, and then anyway, I like that everybody's energy really picked up, because in the beginning of our conversation, I could see, but I wasn't quite connected yet. There was the conversation about being quite lethargic and quite low in energy. And yesterday, seriously, I slept until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was so tired. And I was like, geez, what's going on with me? Okay, my body needs to rest, so I did. So it was just really nice to hear that conversation globally, that is what is happening as well. So to be able to join and unify, to be able to pick each other's energies up, and obviously the world up as well in what we're contributing. So thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good reminder about, yeah, what is it we all know that we're tapping into? What is this kind of, I guess, lethargic energy? Yeah, what's happening? What do we all know that we're pretending not to know? And that we do have these wonderful tools that can pick us up.
I have a technology question, because people want to watch who are talking to me on Intuitive Together right now. And right now we can't have more people in the chat room, but they can watch on YouTube, right? So they need to go to my page, right?
There's also a link on the event page. I'm not sure where people are.
Okay.
Soon. Sorry.
Okay, Golden Sun looks like he's helping out the people that are talking to us on Intuitive Together. Okay, thanks, Golden Sun. Okay, yeah, because we actually only have about 10 minutes left, believe it or not. That went really fast. So, anybody who's on the panel like to make any comments about what they've experienced today?
Well, I just arrived. Hello, everyone. Much
Hello.
love to you.
Thank you.
I wasn't able to really participate in the singing and whatnot. I was having computer issues, but I'm very happy that everyone is, looking into themselves to find out what more there is to themselves, and discovering it and allowing it out. So that's really beautiful.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us. Yeah. So maybe you could come to another one where we all get to sing together, Sarah.
Yes, I wanted to speak with you guys, but it didn't turn out that way.
Do you speak in light language?
Many.
Many? We could
Many
speak in light
languages.
language, yes. Do you want to do a group speak before we go? Where we all join in? Or do you want to speak on your own? Or what would you like to do?
Totally.
Well, how about I begin to speak, and if you guys want to jump in at any point, all are allowed, and we'll go from there. See
Yes.
what happens.
Okay, this will be fun.
Yes, please.
Good one, Sarah.
Hello, I'm Ron.
Hello, Sarah.
Tia sia loko, tia sukuti, nia sakala tia suha, hasha tia su, maya tia si, tia sa kula, ashalanaka, shanaya tia ha, ku ti, nahasi niasi, ku amayata, shalaniaha,
Mm-hmm.
kulutuaha, siashia, nayasaya.
I se ke toso tu para ne ke ho a i o la sino tos e hala e koro e hala ne ho to ho para e sanata se poro no te ho alana ke ho to e shala toro ai anu a se rana ke to para i sara i koro mahaya ni ho to para e koro matatera.
Tuoina kiena tuine te. Kono i te kaya na kono i ta. Shura i ne ke na lai no i te na la. Hane i na kiena ti na kono no i na ta na kiena. I te na tuine ke tamani na ka. Tui na i ne kiena ono i na i na ka i ne. Hano tui na i na ka i ne. Tui na ka. Huto ke.
Holiashana kalashata eto shokushutuia. Anasataya lakanaya shate hatu ikutoshusea. Asetaraya nala asete na ushisa kalasaya. Asena kalatasa shisutu yesutalala shisna kalashistaistush. Ostekla tukuru tukaina yasuteke shisatu uya halina kalashistaya. Halina sturio kutushstu uya. Alesushtu ya.
Ashtarakarushtir matistishta tapash. Isandaririshta parudiri dashti. Isandirgatashti isiti birgasi. Istongarishtar baraitira putista. Asi kavarishtar idingariruditish. Isa baravarishtar irikutatashta baradigachta. Isande tura baratar ikita barachtu. Asata baragishta bataundishta. Istambararishta. Asaindirishta idakai.
Kantoro sa sapara ne ke tera sonto pasa se kotosa sapara ne ke hona mahala ne hotoro mataya se shala e
Tu
somaya antekera.
kanama.
Kira.
Okoshilia hati, kiashukuwa hati ana, shutuwata, sakatalatuku, siatakalutuku ana, siatakuwa.
Se motakara ne ha.
Ishtararurukiti parashta.
Hoshusu huhuto hokatashisa. Ana hohosho tohocho hohonaka. Shata okoto shotoho. Ya.
Tu. Yena.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that because I mean that was really nice. I just feel like my heart's really full now. I think we just gave each other a lot of benedictions.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think we really did. Thank you. And the
You're
minute
welcome.
I heard you say shala, I went, oh my gosh, that's a word I say. So when she's speaking one of my, I mean, she's speaking a language I can relate to. With light language, you can't really translate it verbatim. It's more the feeling you get. And it was just like, wow, this was just a really nice, it felt like a really loving group hug. How did
Yeah.
you guys feel?
Like Grace has put here, it feels like old friends finally sharing. And it really does feel like we're coming together. It's like, hi, how you doing?
It's been a
How's
few
it been?
millennia.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I've been meaning to join in with you guys since my friend Wendy told me about you, but I keep missing you. So,
oh, well, this is only our second broadcast, so we have
oh, very
many
good. She's been telling me
opportunities.
about you for the last 3 to 4 weeks, apparently, though.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
she helped us
Bless.
kind of set up a test run. So she was our third person who was helping us figure out the mechanics of Google. So
I
I guess she's
see.
been excited about it since that long, but this is our second broadcast, so welcome. Welcome to
Thank you.
everybody. Thank you for everyone who's here and everybody
Yeah.
who's watching, because it's really gratifying. I mean, Lily is up at 9 o'clock in the morning, on a Monday doing this, and
This is really early. No, it's not.
no, but you know what I mean. You could be doing other things at 9 o'clock on a Monday morning,
I
and
know. I love doing this kind of stuff. Though.
and Amran is staying up in the wee hours to talk to us. He's in Denmark,
Yeah.
so I think this
So
is wonderful
grateful.
that we can all come together and really share. And I just thank everybody who's here, whether they're able to speak on the panel or whether they're watching in spirit. And I really hope that the the message here is really just be yourself, express yourself through your art, through your voice, through your movement, and don't be afraid to do it,
Yeah.
and just really be who you are, because what's coming out with light language is really the core of who you are. So let it go, let yourself shine.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with Lola about being you and don't have any judgments about what comes out. How whether that's written sound or body movement. It's what being you is what counts, because you're all here, and if you're not being you, you're not being, I guess, true to yourself, and being you is the invitation for other people to do the same. So yeah, I really appreciate that everyone's here.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, we have 2 minutes before we go off air. Anybody want to make a comment at this point?
I just love you all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Group hug.
Everybody hug the screen.
Okay, so how about we have Lily sing us a song before we go?
Oh really?
Yes.
What would you like me to sing?
About thank you for coming and
Gratitude. Okay.
gratitude. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, and if anyone feels drawn to contribute, please do. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for everyone joining us, and we really appreciate it. And we will continue doing our thing. And yeah, join us next time, where I wonder what will show up next time. And
Oh, yeah, and if anybody wants to be part of our list, just give us your emails, or if you have a Google Plus account, let us know what name you're under, and we can invite you next time.
Kummunoine kanaine dayana. Toyonoine yanana. Komoine yana. tuiena hine kayana. Homo ine na ine, tuyo no ine kayana. Tuyo no no. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. And Grace made one more comment that I think would be appropriate before we say goodbye. She said, heart language is soul language, S-O-L, as in the sun, as in the soul, and the truth of self, all of the light. So thank you for everyone who is being true to themselves and being their own light, and thank you for joining us. And Lily and I want to keep on doing this, so if you like the program and you want the air broadcast and you want to join us next time, you can. We'll send a link. Just check our Google Plus page, which is Sonic Adventures. She has her own Facebook page for Lily Lau. I've got Lola Singer, so or even Song of Fire Healing, which is what I've also got Facebook pages. So just keep in contact with us. We'll probably do it in another 2 weeks or so. But is there anything anybody wants to say before we all say adieu?
No, just thanking all for tonight. It was great. It was epic.
Epic. I like
Yeah.
it.
And thank you again for staying up into the wee hours. We appreciate that, Amran.
I am honored. I am honored.
We are honored too. And thank you, Sarah and Gordon and Lindsay and Golden Sun with the powwow drum, Grace with the insights, and Lily for being my favorite co-host ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Lola. Thank you.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll see some of you next time. So
see you guys soon.
Yeah, keep on keeping your vibrations high, okay? Bye-bye.